And come on, do the thing.
You do the thing.
Did the thing. And now we are officially
Do
live.
the thing.
Come on, you gotta say it. Say it.
Do
Who?
the thing.
Oh. Song was made by Beard Laws. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
So good.
So good.
Who are
So
you? You weren't in
good.
the intro. We don't know who you are.
And no one
Oh,
knows
yeah.
who I am. I'm unknown.
Well,
Joe.
Sir.
Shall you introduce our guests?
Well, I'm actually gonna have the guests kind of do the introductions themselves.
Oh,
So-
even better.
What I'm gonna do is
Okay.
I'm actually gonna put this, and I would like you guys, in no particular order, to tell your life story in 2 minutes or less.
It was a cold Friday morning, August 30th, 1985, when I squeezed my way out of my mother's vagina, and I swore I'd never go back. And to this day, I have upheld that vow, and I'll take it to my grave.
Was it
Oh
rent
my
free?
god!
Actually, I don't know if it was raining or not, but it felt very moist that day.
No, I'm saying, was
Oh,
it
don't
rent
say that.
free?
Was it written? No, I've been paying my mom back ever since. My mom has nothing to do with me ever since, just because of that day. I came out a walking, talking baby,
Oh
just
my goodness!
cursing the day I was born. Literally, I cursed it all. But I grew up pretty, well adjusted after that. And then I grew up and I met this lovely human in the year of our Lord 2014. We got married 2 years later, had some babies. And now we make TikToks and videos and content and just all kinds of general uncomfortability wherever we traverse. I'm Jimothy, by the way. That's my name. Tori is this one. Do you want to please say
Tori-
something to stop me from
your
talking?
face this whole time is phenomenal. Like you're holding back so much. Did I put you on the spot, or like, or is it because he said he would never go back to his mom's vagina?
Hi, I'm Tori.
And that's the intro from Tori. That's
Oh,
really all you need to know. That's the long and short of it.
I'm
Welcome.
crying.
Welcome.
Sorry, I gotta turn it up a little bit. There we go.
I am so happy that just happened. Like the rest of the show is fucked now. We might as well just end it because there's no way we can top that.
We can
That's
talk
true.
about the time that I discussed with his mother.
His mm-mm.
Oh God, we don't. I mean,
Oh,
I'm fine with it.
okay.
I'm fine. I
Nope,
got no shit.
I need to hear story time.
I got in a debate with his mom one time because she showed up at my house and I was watching this medical show, and it was like this weird British medical show, and someone had like an infection in their foreskin, and his mom was like, "That's why I got Jim circumcised," and I was like, "But he's not circumcised."
Oh, wait a
Um,
minute.
Apparently, they tried.
things
wait.
got very confusing from that moment on. She ever
That's why my mom talks shit about you.
probably
That's the
Yeah.
day that was born.
so she was like, but that's what happened. I was
I
like,
have
that
so many
I've seen it.
questions now.
I've seen it more recently than you probably.
I have
As
so many questions.
same.
Is it botched? Like, is it a half circumcision?
That's
like,
what we've come to the conclusion of, that it's a half.
Because that happened to my nephew. They botched it, and it's a half.
He was a preemie, so we think it was botched. Because
He was a preemie.
yeah,
I was born a bit premature. I was
Well,
like 4 pounds when I was.
You know
when I was
that skin does regrow back.
I don't know.
I assume
but
if you
I had
tug on it enough,
Oh my
that's what I had. That's what's had to have happened. Every day
anyway.
there's more.
My mother-in-law and I don't have a great relationship.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's because the dick became between the two of you. We get it. It
Well,
happens.
I've only seen that on
I'm
page
so
52 of
uncomfortable.
Pornhub.
What is this show about? I just was like, you were like, I'm doing a podcast tonight. Now I'm talking about your mom and your.
I
penis.
guess. I told you everything is fair game. We don't talk about
Okay.
certain topics, but everything else is fair game.
Okay.
We have certain topics that we talk about, but in the midst of everything, there's just a bunch of bullshit and drinking.
I hope that you don't feel bad about inviting us on at this moment.
If it's only
Nope,
half a
never.
foreskin, is that a 2 skin?
No. He's got the analog version
He
of your
does.
I know. Jimothy was messing with his buttons earlier, and I had to make sure I had my drum set ready.
That one's funny. You just start smacking stuff.
Oh, he's what, our second or third episode? He threw it against the wall.
Yeah, I usually just get mad and I chuck it.
Yeah. Oh, that was with it was Kids on Fire. Is that
No, it was the Disorderlies episode, I believe.
Disorderlies? That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for my technical difficulties tonight. For some reason, it just, my computer doesn't like me tonight, so I got to do this on my cell phone. So I'm sorry if the audio sounds like crap.
No.
You sound great.
Sounds fine.
Yeah, you sound great.
It's an iPhone. What do you expect?
Oh, I have an
Greatness.
iPhone.
By the way, we haven't really done this, and the host should actually introduce themselves, because most people that do watch this don't really hosts, not hosts. I'm Garrett or Stump. Either way you want to name it, call me. Just don't call me late for dinner. To the side of me is Joe Myers 86. He is the representer of the shotgun tool. You get your, what is it? How much do you get off, Joe?
You get 10% off with the promo code JM86, but we'll talk about that later tonight.
And then to the bottom of Joe is, how do we say it, Joe? Marquitos!
I don't know what I signed up for.
He's usually the one that just spaces out watching cartoons the whole time. He's our comic relief.
Yeah.
That's like Jim on my podcast.
Yeah. I'm usually the one that does all the more professional one.
Yep.
And Joe and I are usually Joe himself will crack some jokes every once in a while, but I'm usually the one that, rings everybody back in.
Yep.
So.
One of my buddies even said, it's more your show than it is mine.
I mean, but it's just, we just like to do what we like to do,
Yeah.
So, but that's pretty much the Beards and Bullshit, cast or host or whoever.
Welcome to the shit show, guys.
It is a shit show. No, it's really not. So, if people don't know who you guys are, which, especially if you're not on TikTok or social media, real quick, where is a good spot for people to find you guys, and what is your favorite social media to use?
I live on TikTok. I'm Tori Phantom. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Yeah. I'm Tori Phantom. But TikTok's where I hang out the most. TikTok's my place.
I'm more on Instagram probably than I open Instagram more than anything.
Yeah, you have more of a presence on TikTok.
My TikTok is, what is my TikTok? At Jimothy Beard. That's my TikTok. I'm at Jimothy Strange on Twitter. I've got a couple of Twitters. I started to try and branch out my content from paranormal, creepy stuff to like my normal, regular stuff, and then I just find that I just peter out on both. So it's
I had to make sure to
TikTok
wear
is
my
the
Mothman Finlay hat for you.
I love it. I've got
See our sign, our
yeah,
Mothman sign.
this way.
Right here.
I knew that you had your thing about Mothman. I was like, you know what? This is the hat I have to wear for Jimmy.
So you have the paranormal. Okay. So I might have some paranormal questions later on to ask
It's
you
fun
about.
though, because Jim is like really he believes in all the things paranormal, and I don't believe in any of it. So he always like comes to me. He's like, "You want to hear this
I
really
have a
cool
healthy
story?"
skepticism about them, but
He's
I have
like,
a
let
deep
me
interest.
tell you this really cool story about this paranormal thing, and I'm always like, "Yeah, that sounds totally real."
You're more. So are you more of a skeptic when it comes? You have to actually see it yourself first before it actually happens.
Me, I'm not. I
Well,
believe
both
in
of
the
you, either one.
Tori is a I don't believe in anything, period.
I just don't believe in things. So it's kind of a thing that came from like I have really bad anxiety.
Okay.
And so I used to kind of believe like in things paranormal, and I would find myself like in these kind of spirals of anxiety because like the unknown, right? Like the fear of the unknown. And I recognize by like shutting down that idea of like this belief in things that I can't see or prove helped so much. And it's like there's no way, like if it's not tangible to me, if it's not an active threat or something I can touch or interact with or interface with, then I can just say that I just don't believe in it. Then it's just 100% not real to me. And it helped my anxiety about that type of like unknown.
Okay.
So for me, it's like if there's not tangible proof of it, then I just simply don't believe in it. And that's
if there's been books and actual things about certain paranormals that have actually been true and have actually been proven, you still are more of just, if it didn't happen in front of you,
not even necessarily that, because like if there's tangible proof, yes, but like so Jim does like paranormal investigations, right? Like he used to do them a lot, but he's like, well, there's this EMF meter and there's like this and this, and I'm like, okay, but this is still very much based in the belief that the things you're reading are reading what you think they are, right? There is still not like tangible proof. Like show me how you know that this EMF reader, like how do we know that this is picking up a ghost, right? Like it's widely accepted in pop culture that sure, that's a ghost. But to me, that's just like, okay, for whatever reason that's happening, but that doesn't prove that existence to me. So
you need to see, so you're
I need scientific evidence.
Everything you said is you're more of not really a skeptic, but you're more of like, you have to see it in front of you to know that it is actually real.
Right. And not even like, I feel like that's, there's like, that's kind of a nuanced thing. Cause like see it in front of me doesn't necessarily mean like experience it, but just to be able to like read like, okay, this is scientific proof. This is not just an anecdotal evidence. This is real.
Yeah, but to you also look at those things and you say, well, how do you know that that's reading what it's reading? Like you're like questioning the science the whole time.
But it in my head, right? Okay, this is why I question that, because like when we're talking about science, right? There's measurements. There's these things like, so like you're talking about like say biology, right? We can say bacteria, we're using this tool to measure this about bacteria and we can prove it because of this. This hypothesis can be tested and proven right or wrong. But when we're talking about things like an EMF meter, how do we prove that the ghost is there? We can have a hypothesis.
It talked to me on my digital recorder. That's how I know it's
seen it. I've seen it. And she was mean.
Well, but okay, so I get your point on that, but this is where I'm getting with the whole paranormal thing is, so the paranormal is not just ghosts, it's other beings. It's also like, for example, so where I'm from, there's also folklore, as they say, right, with certain things.
Yeah.
Now, okay, like for example, the Mothman.
Mothman.
Okay.
I've heard all about him. He's a big fan.
You guys have heard of the Jersey Devil as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So a lot of people actually don't know about the Jersey Devil, which is
Mother Leeds baby boy.
Do what?
Mother Leeds baby boy.
Exactly. So my thing is like there's the point of like UFOs, for example. Okay, I don't even think that's paranormal. But that's a whole other.
But it's in that same realm of the unknown. It's in the realm of the unknown.
Like my thing is like even like Bigfoot. Okay, Bigfoot is technically not paranormal because it's a being that, yes, you can see it. It's the same thing where like Mothman, we don't know if with Mothman is technically was made up by somebody to A, for whatever reason, or B, was actually someone did see it. Like there's you guys have probably seen that picture of the angel that the truck driver took in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty much the same sort of idea of Mothman.
Yeah. So I guess like for me, like personally, I guess to kind of elaborate on it is like without the tangible evidence that this is a true part of the world we live in, I choose. That's a choice, right? I choose not to believe in it. But at the same time, like people who believe in it, such as my husband, I'm not going to be like, no, this isn't real. I'm not going to try to change his mind. It's just like I am very big on like let people believe what they're gonna believe.
Yeah.
Like it's not my place to tell you you're wrong about it. But I think like when it comes to things like when we're talking about like cryptids or paranormal aliens, whatever, in my head, it's kind of like, honestly, you can go your whole life without ever even hearing about these things because it does seem to be much more in lore and urban legend and kind of this kind of like subculture of people who are interested in this. And if you're not interested in it, you could go your whole life not knowing about it. And so like it's like I don't put that much thought into it.
Here's another way to look at this. Have you ever been to Everest?
Been to Mount Everest?
No.
Then how do you know it exists?
There's pictures.
Whoa. But
no, hold on. This is what I'm getting at, and it like what you said. Everything
but
like
clear pictures. There's clear pictures. You can see it from
but
space.
How do you know if you've never seen it in person?
But that's what I'm saying is that there is tangible evidence, right?
But how do you know there is?
I've got pictures of Hyrule, like very detailed.
Right, but
there's YouTube videos.
I guess it's the trusted
Sasquatch
sources. There's a difference between someone saying like I saw a Mothman and like someone being like, okay, like we climbed to the top of Everest and there's these landmarks and enough people have experienced it, they could see it
not
from
enough.
space.
There's about the same amount of people there's more people that have seen ghosts and UFOs than there has been the people that have scaled Everest.
And the thing is I'm not discounting that they said that they saw that.
Right.
But I think there's a difference between like a landmark that's easily visible from space that's been in maps and stuff, and like someone having an anecdotal evidence of like, well, the TV remote moved in my living room. I say that specifically because we were having a conversation the other night with our daughter who was like, I don't know if I believe in ghosts or not, and I'm kind of scared about that. And I was like, well, I don't believe in ghosts, so let's talk about it. And she's like, but I kind of want to talk about what if they're real too. And I'm like, I have the perfect conversation to have right now. So
and then the remote flew off the couch because they believe in you.
The remote fell off the couch because gravity exists.
Wait, what kind of couch do you guys have? Is it leather?
It's broken.
It is just a plain cloth couch. It was sitting in the middle of the cushion.
It was on the edge,
and then it was gone.
It was on the edge, and it was gravity.
We were in there for 10 minutes.
We were in the kitchen.
Like I totally like I get your point. I'm not trying to
right. No. I think it's like a good debate to have because like the reality is like how do we believe in anything, right?
I will say though, this gives me an idea for a new hobby, and that is denying Everest climbers.
Because you think about it, right? Okay, like, and this is something that a lot of people don't like when they have these sort of conversations where that they'll bring in scientific things. Okay, but my thing is are like what you're talking about, like you said, unless you have the 100% proof that you know it does exist, it exists.
But I feel like if you're talking about Everest,
no,
even if you haven't made it to the right, but like this is like even if you haven't made it to the peak of Everest, there are photos, clear photos.
There's also clear photos of ghosts, and there's also clear photos.
Okay, hold on.
What is a clear photo of a ghost? It's a blur.
Hold on. Now let me just argue this real quick. Let me argue this. Garrett, you're never allowed to make fun of me for not believing in dinosaurs ever again because of this conversation.
No, I have questions now, Joe.
I need to go to the bathroom real quick, and then I'll you guys
have you not seen Dino Nuggets?
Okay. That doesn't
mean nothing. Sir.
I've seen land before.
What did they base the Dino Nugget shapes off of?
Of a mythical creature.
No, the dinosaur.
Here's actually the only thing I can actually agree with Joe on that is actually scientifically proven, because scientists actually are not scientists. What are they called?
Paleontologists.
The paleontologists actually put the T-Rex is actually incorrect. It is actually made of multiple different. The T-Rex that you see in all the museums. That was the
Brontosaurus that they had wrong.
No,
I thought the T-Rex was real. It was the Brontosaurus. No. Like the Littlefoot dinosaur is not a real dinosaur.
They came out and actually realized that even the T-Rex that they put together was actually correct.
I bet it's actually multiple dinosaurs because I heard this about a long neck dinosaur as well.
Did you just refer it to Littlefoot?
Like she did.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Okay,
so is that not science?
I mean, I guess it's okay. It's fair. It's fair to use. I just never heard I've never heard anybody refer to dinosaurs from the land before. Oh shit! Mark had to go get in his dinosaur shirt.
No, but the reason that I specifically brought up Littlefoot was because in the discussion about how a T-Rex wasn't necessarily like the right bones put together. So my kids went through a big dinosaur phase years ago, and we learned that Littlefoot, the dinosaur that Littlefoot is based off of, was not a real dinosaur because they mixed up bones.
Yeah,
so they were like 2 or 3 separate dinosaurs that they were like, these look like they could go together.
You just messed up my childhood now.
You guys have also seen Jurassic Park, I hope.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
okay.
If you haven't, you're living under a rock.
No, but what's funny is, so Joe, it's basically the long short of it. Joe doesn't really believe in dinosaurs because same reason why you don't believe in ghosts, and basically
ghosts don't have bones. Dinosaurs have bones, Joe.
Oh, whoa.
Hold on a second. So
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. But I'm Joe also, like, it's a whole thing. But
it's a whole thing.
I sent Joe something that actually disproves everything he has said, because if dinosaurs didn't exist, how does every 5-year-old know all of their names?
Listen.
But also, 5-year-olds know a whole lot of weird stuff that's not real.
Like,
have you ever watched YouTube? Oh, Casper is real.
Have you ever been on Roblox?
I don't know what Roblox is.
My kid
Lucky?
is obsessed. Come on.
Brag much?
My kid is way too old for Roblox.
My kid watches people play Roblox.
Right, that's what they don't want to play the game themselves. They want to watch other people do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The most annoying people ever.
They just scream. That's the whole thing.
So also, okay, well, now that we know that we have people on the show tonight that don't believe in paranormal, and we have people that don't believe in dinosaurs. But you know what? I'm not going to disprove or disagree with you guys. That's the way you guys want to live it. Go for it. Like, do your thing.
Sometimes
Absolutely.
Jim pretends to be a flat earther.
Oh my God. Okay. I actually got in an argument with someone not too long ago about flat earth and everything, right? And they try to do the whole thing of every time they go up in space, they always use a eyefish lens to make the earth curve. And I went, well, this is really funny because every time I've been in a plane, I can literally see the curvature of the earth in a plane.
It's a video screen outside your window, man.
But tell him what your flat earther shirt says.
Australia doesn't exist.
It's not flat earther that your shirt says. What is it?
Oh, my shirt says fat earther.
Fat earthers.
I also get the people that ask me, because my dinosaur theory, which is a joke, by the way, guys, wink, if I also believe that the earth is flat too. I'm like, those are two different things.
They take one like, this is completely ridiculous. You got to be in the same camp.
Okay, so real quick, have you guys heard of the inner earth theory?
Yes.
Okay. And you've heard, so have you guys... So
are we getting into this topic again right now, Jarrett?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right. So, well, no, there's a lot of, and I don't want to say conspiracy theory, but it comes down to, like, I watch a lot of stuff and learn about a lot of stuff that, like, a lot of people, kind of in the paranormal, I guess, in a way.
This is me. Yes.
And I kind of get in those, I guess, like the rabbit hole sort of deals where, like, the lizard people, right? That belong into the you have the upper earth, and then you have the middle earth, and then you have the lower earth. In each section, it goes to different sorts of an ecosystem, right? And like the one with the lizard people, which is technically, if you think about it, now we learned about 2 different aliens, right? The Anunnaki and the lizard people. And the 2 spaceships that we see and hear about are the lizard people. They come from the sea, which would be under where? Inner Earth. Now, the Anunnaki comes from the top, which would be from the stars and all that, right?
Yeah.
I have a whole other theory on other stuff. I won't go into it because I've literally made someone literally rage quit the show because it made his brain just like he just couldn't handle it.
What does
And I've
Anunnaki
said-
stand for? It means like those from the stars came or something like that. Like it
Yeah,
has
the Anunnaki means like star people or star something.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so there's another one which it's called it's a Pac-Man theory with the sun, that every time the sun gets older, it grows more, and every time it grows, it swallows up a planet, and each planet, which Joe knows about this, and so does, and I've sent it to Joe and Mark. And
Did
the long
you
short of
Tori
it,
Phantom and she just left.
huh?
Did you just piss off Tori and she just like fuck this and left?
No, I think it's a bathroom break or something.
And which, by the way, you just anytime you need to go, just go. Like, don't even.
I usually introduce, or I always let people know right away, but like with a little thing. But we're not doing that anymore.
But yeah, so the other theory is basically every time the Earth gets bigger, it swallows up a planet. And I've sent it to Joe and Mark, and it was really funny because the week before I had said this, and literally a week later, I ended up sending it to them because I'm not just thinking this out of just nowhere. Like, it's literally like a theory that's been presented. But here's the one theory, though, that a lot of people don't understand. Is Mars used to be Earth. Venus used to be what Mars is, and so on and so forth. Each planet is what the planet is going to be ahead of its time. So Mars used to be us. That's why Mars is so identifiable and so almost twin-like to Earth,
with like the dry riverbeds,
exactly.
And it looks like there was an ocean here, but it's gone now.
Exactly. And why they say that there's still a civilization that's still on Mars, but they haven't found them yet. So when
explain Pluto then. Explain Pluto.
Pluto. So Pluto is basically, and I think what's crazy is the fact that in our lifetime, Pluto has been a planet twice.
Pluto's been a dog.
No, yes, but he was also a governor or a senator or whatever at one point as well. And that's where the name comes from, not the dog.
Joe.
The dog. Taco Bell.
By the way, I put on a cardigan just for Marquitos.
I should have worn I have my cardigan over there.
But Jimothy, what are you drinking? Stella?
We got a Stella here.
Stella Otos.
Our toys. Stella, our toys.
Mark, so after making fun of you about your IPA, what IPA were you drinking? A 3-way?
No, it's the fanzine from Fort George. It's also from a brewery called Block 15 out of Corvallis.
Was it just a regular IPA? Was it a double or?
It's a West Coast. It's
West
just
Coast?
so it's basically filtered.
And we already know what Joe drinks, so we don't even need to introduce that.
PBR.
But I got tall cans for you, Stump, because I felt bad.
For why?
Because you're always like, whenever a shotgun is like, yeah, it takes me so long. You guys do it so fast because you guys have Stumpy.
Okay, because you guys because you guys got 12 ounces. I'm chugging 16.
Okay, so that's why I got these for you.
You almost died last week. And tonight we are going to see Jimothy and Tori Phantom do the shotgun.
Wait, do you guys have straws?
Do the freaking, what's it called?
I don't have a straw.
Wait, you don't have straws in your house? You have 3 kids and you don't have bendy straws?
We might. I think we have some metal straws.
That'll work. That'll work.
Just do the.
You can do the spinny thing.
Yeah.
The vortex.
That way you can. Yeah, exactly.
No, that's why Tori Phantom had the Miller Lite.
So we also do. Yeah, I've got cans of Miller.
Oh, you guys. Okay.
Too.
Okay. If you got can of Miller Lite, then do that.
There you go, Garrett.
What? The Cardigan Boys.
Let me go grab a Miller.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna actually grab a Rainier. Joe, Mark, talk for a second.
I'm here.
Yeah. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Mark. How you doing, buddy?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I got me some Taco Bell.
Okay, I'm back. You guys don't have to talk anymore.
Okay, cool. We gotta.
No, actually, what? How was your guys' day? I'm sorry that I didn't.
I slept. I made sure to take my nap early today, so I didn't.
Thank you. No technical difficulties.
I started watching that Beatles documentary the other night, and I was up until 4:00 in the morning.
Okay, how have you got to the point where Paul
Nope.
says what he says about Yoko?
Nope, not yet.
Okay, which one are you on right now? 2?
I'm still on the first episode. I'm at day 5, I believe.
I just started the second one.
No, wait, they have another one?
No, it's a 4-part.
It's multiple parts, but like it goes by days.
Got it.
It's so good.
It's actually really entertaining. It's really entertaining. I fucking hate the Beatles.
Especially how you see how they start writing music.
Oh yeah,
it's as a musician.
Yeah, especially like how they're coming up with songs. Like when they're singing like or making like Lady Madonna.
It's weird.
Like
it's
how that originally was to the way it is.
You hear it, yeah.
And I realize how boring.
They're sitting there like.
I realize how boring Ringo Starr is.
Okay, all he does, if you notice, by the way, if you notice what Ringo does, all he does is he smokes pot and plays drums.
Yep,
that's it. But what was that? Joe, you did a guitar thing. I actually saved it so I can duet it.
You know what song that is?
No.
It's White Stripes Fell in Love with a Girl.
That's what you're playing?
That's what I was playing. I was just editing out. I was changing it up a little bit. TikTok wouldn't load the audio, so I had to do some crazy.
Did you see mine, Garrett?
Huh?
Did you see mine?
I did, and I can't.
It was horrible.
I couldn't hear anything you said.
I was singing it.
You were?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh, Mark did one to my Green Day song that I did with.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I saw that.
On a mission. Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? Pelico? I think is his name.
Police.
Pelico. I would actually I want to do more with him, but there's a whole crew of people that we got going on with that whole thing now. So I won't even get into it.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Yeah. Welcome back. How was your beer run?
I'm winded.
How was the bathroom break? How was the beer run? Yeah.
So good.
So good.
Sorry. I have to make things uncomfortable here.
Asking.
Did you get the kid back down?
Yes.
Okay.
This is gonna be the point where Tori actually blocks me on the internet. Like, oh god.
I only block people where I can't. I block a lot of people, if I'm being honest. I block a lot of people.
Well, this is to be like,
it's like if I can't tell, if someone leaves a comment and I can't tell if they're being mean or not, I just err on the side of blocking them.
Yep.
A lot of people are mean to me on the internet, honestly. So I'm just like, it seems like you're being mean to me, honestly. I have a block button. I use that a lot.
I mean, I just want to know how Jim's doing during your videos. Honestly, you made the cabbage meal the other day, and I want to know how Jim's poops was. Like,
I did.
I don't want to know, and I live with him.
The next day, it was healthy. Actually, it was very healthy.
Wait, did you add bacon to it?
No.
I did essentially. Cabbage and bacon is great. I just did think about like Glumpki's like stuffed cabbage, but I didn't take the energy to do that. I just put all the flavors in a pot.
No, okay. I mean, that's
I call it unstuffed cabbage because I'm lazy. Actually,
my stepdad for a really long time, for about a year, all he would cook was cabbage and like this noodle stuff. So the house always smelled like just cooked cabbage.
Cabbage is like, it's so cheap though, and it's so good for you, and it's like you get so much of it. So like if you're really on a budget, cabbage is the way to go.
And if I knew how to cook, I'd probably do it.
He was trying to lose weight because he's kind of a big dude, and that was a diet for a really long time.
The cabbage soup diet.
Yeah,
I grew up with my mom entrenched in 90s diet culture, so I've heard of all of them.
And I'm older than all you guys, unfortunately.
How old are you?
I will be 38 this year. So.
How old is everyone else? Now I have to
35.
know.
I will be 37.
Yep.
How old are you, Marquitos?
I'm gonna be 36 in May.
Oh.
I'm the old man of the group.
I'm entering my 30s in September.
You're just entering your 30s?
I'm 29.
Sorry.
Damn, Jimothy.
Rob of the
I I guess you robbed the cradle at wrestling shows, right?
This one's
I'm
robbing the grave,
a literal
so whatever.
adult.
I do have to ask. Okay, is the wrestling show where you guys met actually a true story?
No,
Oh,
not at all.
No, we make all those stories up except for if you look on my TikTok, there is a story time of our wedding story. Okay.
I'm mad now because I thought that was a real story. I was like, wait,
No,
we
have about 20 stories up of how we met. None of them are true.
No.
Well, now I'm disappointed.
But if you that's what leads up to this, right? So last week we posted a video that was our wedding story. It was our wedding story. It's a 2.5 minute long video. And if you watch that after knowing all of the ridiculous how we met stories, you're not going to believe it. It sounds ridiculous. And it's because it's true and also ridiculous.
It was 99% true. The only thing that was incorrect was that we went to a Tops
we went to a
instead of
Tops
Wegmans.
grocery store, not a Wegmans, to get our Grinch wedding cake. But we did elope outside of a waterfall during a blizzard, and we live streamed it on Facebook, no one was invited. And we did go and eat gnocchi afterwards, and we got our wedding cake from the grocery store, and we did get married when we did for tax purposes.
You know what's weird? I actually was just talking to my coworker today about Tops grocery store and how when I moved here from Arizona to Washington, we had one, and I only been there once.
I love Tops because they played Dashboard Confessional.
They played a lot of they played like Deftones and Cold and Seven Dust. Like the music was always hitting when we were in there.
Why Dashboard Confessional of all bands you can
just like hands down like Dashboard Confessional. Like you're in the freezer section and it's just like,
oh my god.
Yo, screaming infidelities, it just hits you really hard when you're looking for the right kind of
everywhere. Yeah, I sang that to my wife one time and she didn't understand.
I have to say, I was really that was a really good pun. So thank you for that.
I don't know what.
You said a pun with the Dashboard Confessional. You said a hands down and.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was on purpose, but I forgot I did it. I forgot I did it.
Nobody got it but me. So
apparently not. You. Hey, guys, I think it's time to do the. I think it's time to do the thing real quick. Is right. Oh, Mark left.
He went to go get it. Well, I just opened a beer, so. But it's okay because you know what? I was prepared.
I haven't shotgunned a beer in 10 years and I don't remember how to do it, friends.
I'm not going to lie. I've never done it before. This will be my first time ever.
10 years? That means
no, wait, hang on. How old am I? Wait, no, hang on. How old am I? Let me make the math so 29. It's legal.
Wait, 10 years? You would have been 19? Come on.
Okay, it was 8 years ago when it would have been perfectly legal is when the last time that I...
There's a statute of limitations. You're good.
Tori Phantom, it's okay. You're an adult at that point.
You're an adult. So, you know what? No one cares.
You're allowed to make adult decisions after the age of 18.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know what you're doing? Like you got to puncture.
No, literally, no.
You gotta. I know you do you poke a hole in it and then
make sure your angle's right. You don't want to ruin all your technology right there. You have to make sure that air bubbles right there. See, that's why I get these fancy ass tools.
It's the thing that does it for you.
I get these fancy tools like this one. This one is the pump action shotgun tool.
I'm almost 30. I have to bring my kid to the dentist at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Listen, Linda, I am 35 years old and I still drink like I'm 16. Okay.
Well, but
that's impressive if I'm being honest.
But here's the best part, though. Have you ever shotgunned the coffee in the morning?
Yes, actually.
I just chug coffee, and my therapist told me to stop doing that. Actually, so.
But wait, is it hot?
Your therapist is wrong.
The hot coffee.
It's hot. I wake up at 6:30 in the morning after going to bed at 1:30 in the morning, and I immediately chug 2 cups of coffee, and then I go about my day and wonder why I have a stomach ache and I'm anxious. And my therapist was like, "Probably eat food."
But but what do you drink in your coffee though?
Just cream and sugar.
That's why.
No, half and half in sugar. I don't drink.
That's why. It's not the coffee itself. It's because
it's the milk. It's the milk in it. Yeah, but I'm not gonna give that up either. I froth it first. I guess it texture.
Fancy.
It gives it texture.
My wife does that in the morning. She has a mini.
I just have like a buzzer, and you just and then it's textured coffee, and it just gives me a good joy in the morning.
Besides
My-
the
my
Before the
wife will-
anxiety and stomach ache sets in, yeah.
All right.
My wife will leave at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll be like sleep on the couch. I hear the little thing, and I'm just like, "What are you
It's
doing?"
not the frother you're hearing, Mark. Let's do this, guys. Let me tell you, this is the pump action shotgun tool by Drunk Engineers. Basically, all you got to do is you take your beer, you put it into the device, you put it a little bit of angle, and you give it a squeeze. You push it forward, it opens the cam. You give the device a turn, and your puncture hole is literally right there, ready to go. You guys should do the old-fashioned way. I mean, take your time.
You go.
Hold on. I gotta get.
Like, I've been ready for like 5 minutes. Come on, guys.
Oh,
Well, mine's still sitting here.
I just sprayed myself. We're good.
all right.
And when you're waiting for everybody else, you just set it down on the table and it's ready to go. So, like, what the hell's taking so long? Did she just start drinking already?
I sprayed myself
Nope,
in the fucking
you-
face.
This is
I
Just-
gotta take
just
mine off because that's the
throw-
only way I can do it properly.
Just throw the headphones.
just.
I have waterproof makeup. It's fine.
That's fine. I don't have a waterproof microphone though.
And I'm gonna do a shot of whiskey after this.
Oh yeah, I got my whiskey ready to go too.
You got your whiskey?
I got my whiskey ready to go.
Literally.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Apparently, I shot a piece of food at my computer screen.
That was the money shot.
Boom.
Got him.
Man, we could have been done by now. Oh, I shot more food at my computer screen.
What are you eating, Joe?
Taco Bell. I got nacho fries.
I'm gonna have some. Hey, Mark, you know what I'm gonna have later?
Vegan corn dogs.
Taquito.
I have taquitos in my freezer.
I was gonna say vegan corn dogs though.
Well, no, I had those last night.
Are we ready to do this, guys?
I'm ready,
Jimothy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
gentlemen, ladies.
Start your engines.
Joe.
How about 3, 2, 1? I love y'all and goodbye. Yeah.
Hey, guess what? No foam this time.
Jim, did you even freaking like? Did you even open your tab, or did you just like? Okay,
Yes.
I just exploded a beer all over that equipment we were just
And me.
talking about.
I've been baptized in fucking Miller Lite.
Dude,
But
mine was
my
seriously
makeup is
all
waterproof,
foam.
so.
Oh, I'm so proud of myself for not throwing up foam this
Joe.
time.
Yeah, I'm good for you.
Joe, that was straight foam.
Did you almost die?
You're welcome, Mark. You got it this time.
Yep, you got it this week.
I'm gonna get a shot of whiskey. Actually,
Yeah.
anybody else?
It's shotgun time.
Did you see what he wrote?
Yo. It's shotgun time. Oh, here we go. I've been baptized in Miller Lite. Yes, Beard Laws. He has been baptized in Miller Lite.
Thank you, Mark, for doing a 16 ounce with me. I really appreciate it.
I didn't actually. I did a 12. I forgot.
Boom.
I'm
Talking
drinking
all
a-
that.
I'm
know
drinking
what?
a 16.
You're drinking a 16, but I shotgun a 16. So
I got your band colors going on.
Oh,
who does?
I'm Mark.
Oh,
I
you,
like
oh,
colors.
nice. Okay, I literally can't open this. Why? Don't answer that.
Nope, not gonna. Not gonna.
I gotta do the t-shirt trick because it's the only way I can open this one.
I gotta get more beer.
All right, you guys ready? You guys ready
Oh,
for the
Joe.
cool? You ready for the coolest sound ever?
Good.
That is literally the best sound I've ever. By the way, I'm drinking. I'm having the Four Roses small batch. I don't know if you guys are whiskey drinkers, but I am.
I live about 45 minutes away from the Four Roses distillery.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
that's just-
Yeah, right down here, right just outside what is right there? In
They
that
work-
area it's right next to Jim Beam.
Yeah, it's all the same. They're the ones who do all the distill and everything. It's all the same company.
Yeah, it's all like Suntory Holdings
Yeah.
now. Because even like Maker's Mark is under that. They're in in Loretto. They're like an hour the other way.
You want to know a secret?
What's that?
All right, you ready for this? Makers and Four Roses are literally the same whiskey.
I see. I've had Four Roses and I don't like it, but I do like Makers. I love Makers. I've got a bottle of Makers 46 on the top of the fridge right now. Like that's my favorite.
So I collect whiskeys. That's like my that's like my new hobby right now. I got probably about 65 to 70 different whiskeys.
Okay.
I just bought my roommate for his birthday. I bought him a Macallan 12.
Ooh.
I've gotten gifted 3 different bottles. I'm a Scotch guy as well. I got 3 of the Nick Offerman Lagavulin 11 years. I have 3 of them. One of them's not opened.
By the way, yeah, we're drinking that if we ever hang out.
Oh, it's going to be on my birthday this year, so you're coming up.
When's your birthday?
October.
I'm not going to be here.
Oh, bullshit, you're not.
Mark, you were flying in.
I already said
for
you're
my
not leaving.
birthday.
You're not leaving.
Ooh. Why it's so spicy?
Why is it spicy?
Why is it spicy?
Every time I do a bourbon that tastes like, it always tastes like pickles to me. Always.
Who you got there, Joe? A flask?
Oh yeah.
He got some
It's Seahawks colors.
whiskey.
It's Seahawks colors as well.
Wait, so what whiskey do you got?
It's that Sinfire. It's
Yeah, there you go.
It's the Kraken cinnamon whiskey.
It's okay.
It's not
I
bad,
think
but
it tastes better than
it's better than Fireball.
Yeah, Fireball. Sorry, I got to plug my phone back in. So there we go.
Because Allison wants to go to your next show if you play.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're still trying to get another Portland show with a couple of Jimmy, if you don't know, I play in a semi-known pop punk band.
Oh, I already
in
said
Washington and
I already
Arizona.
mentioned the whole MXPX thing as well. We had a nice conversation. We had a nice conversation before the show. Like he was here an hour early. And like I was surprised you guys were late.
Well,
I came in 10 minutes like I always did. You could have texted me.
Like you're usually here at 6:30 when I'm here.
I know.
Just to have it ready to. But Jim was here, and I was like, "What's up?"
Let me know. Jesus.
No, it's fine, guys. It's fine. Parks, chill out, bro.
I'm fine.
But
yeah, that's where I learned that Jim hates ska.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Do you hate ska itself? Were you ever a band kid?
I was in 6th grade. I played trumpet. Oh, I was let me rephrase this. I had a trumpet and I was in band in 6th grade for the year.
When you were in 6th grade, have you ever had really good mozzarella sticks?
When I was in 6th grade, we had really good like square sausage meatball pizza on Fridays. That was as close as I got to the mozzarella sticks.
Friday was pizza day.
Okay. Come on. I mean, but it
was 1996 at the time too, so it was in the swing of it.
There was no doubt. You had Big Fish. You had you had the specials. You had Fishbone. You had I can keep going on and on. You had Goldfinger. Come on.
You're listening to a bunch of bands that I don't really care about. Like,
who's the dude from the specials that lives in Gig Harbor right now?
I don't know the name, but he's been into when I used to work at that music store. I won't mention.
I remember I opened for him and he had his son playing guitar, which was pretty dope.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
I saw the rhythm section guys of Fishbone when they played in the new metal band for Jada Pinkett Smith and Wicked Wisdom. I saw Fish, the drummer. I saw that.
I forgot they did, and the drummer literally all played with Chinas. That was fucking weird.
It was terrible.
I forgot about
the whole
Jada
show was
Pinkett
awful.
Smith,
and that's how I met Will Smith at a Seven Dust concert.
Oh my goodness!
Can I tell you the bet? Okay, I met a bunch. Well, okay, I'm in the music scene, so I know a bunch of musicians.
Jimothy
right?
works for a country music radio station, so
unfortunately,
and
I do.
it's really weird. It's really weird because like we all have the exact same we all are the same kind of person. And I looked at him like, wait a minute, you work for a country station and you look like that. There's no way you're the type of person I could get along with. And sure as shit, he's a great person.
Here's the thing though. Like, I grew up on country. Okay,
like 95.7 the ball.
No, ours was in Arizona it was
oh shit. What was that, Stumpy?
It was, and it literally had these two morning
Googling
people.
Babe, what was that country radio station in Arizona?
Tim and Beth.
What was that country radio station in Arizona?
It was something Camelback, right?
I don't know. You don't remember that?
I'm Googling it. Okay, we got Camel Country.
Camel Country. And then who was the morning people? It was but anyways, okay. So, but I grew up in a small town in Arizona. I now live in a small town in Washington as well.
It's not even that small. Come on, Tacoma.
Joe, you know
Seattle.
that
Tacoma is baby Seattle.
But Joe, you know how small Tacoma is.
Don't insult my home. We have the aroma. We have the aroma. Who is the aroma?
Tacoma?
Exactly. We have a stadium. We have the dome who looks like a giant tit.
Which, by the way, there was multiple women who worked on that and not as many men.
Hold on. We have I like how I say we as if I still live there. We have the construction that has lasted for 15 fucking years on I-5 to
20.
16. Oh, yeah, still. Tacoma is...
I've been here almost over 10 years. I've been here 12 years, and still...
You know how many famous people came from Tacoma? The teacher that was in or the chick that was in Kindergarten Cop was from Tacoma.
And that was filmed in Astoria, Oregon.
I know. There was that other guy who came from Tacoma.
Okay. So was Short Circuit. So was They Never Die.
Goonies, but we're not talking about a story right now. We had 10 Things I Hate About You filmed in Tacoma.
I had a friend who moved from Kentucky here to Tacoma with his wife.
Why?
She was from there.
Oh,
they're divorced now.
Who?
Does he still live here?
You know what? I don't know. I'm pretty sure she does. We saw him in Kentucky recently, and he hasn't answered any of my Instagram.
I need to know the name of this person from Tacoma.
I was going to say, I bet you we know her.
I guarantee it.
I'm trying to think what her last name was Beckingham.
Oh,
that was her maiden name.
That doesn't help me at all.
I have a friend named Kirby who was like a GameStop manager out there too.
Dope.
I know Kirby.
Aaron Kirby? I don't know if I should say his first or last names, but
I mean,
yeah.
Hold on. Jimothy, I have one question to ask you. Is your last name really what I think your last name is because of Twitter?
What is my last name on Twitter? I honestly don't even.
We don't disclose last names except for yours, Joe.
I know. Well, obviously,
because it's part of your thing. My last name is it's if you want to piece puzzles together. My last name was best friends with Tom Cruise on a vacation getaway.
Okay, so here's the thing. You know your name is also the name of the famous skater in the movie Grind, and it drove me fucking nuts when I saw the name because all I want to do, Jimmy was awesome, man. Jimmy was like off.
Okay, so let's get back to the whole country.
Sorry.
I have a buddy, okay, who lives in he's a Nashville musician. But have you guys ever heard of the band? They were big in the 90s. They were called oh god, now I can't. I literally had their name and now I can't remember their name.
Better Than Ezra.
No. Still, yes.
Better Than Ezra's like on a permanent tour with Tonic, so.
Oh god damn it.
Yeah.
I know why I said that.
It's not. They were. See, well, He plays with John Purdy is who he plays with now.
Okay.
His name's Kevin. He's the drummer. And he used to be in New Order is the band that he played in.
New Order, like, am I thinking Blue Monday? Wait, no, that's
not Blue Monday. No.
That's no.
No, it's something like that. In the 90s, there were. I keep thinking like New Horizon or something, but it's not it.
Vertical Horizon?
No.
New Kids on the Block.
Good band, by the way.
What, Vertical Horizon?
No,
Orgy.
New Kids on the Block.
Lit Biscuit.
Which, by the way, I'm still surprised that no one knows the fact that I knew every single member of and I hate that band. I know every single member of that band's name and what band they were in before they were in Limp Bizkit.
Right? Holy fuck.
I'm mutuals with Fred Durst on TikTok. That's like,
you fucking asshole.
That's cooler than being married to Tori Phantom.
Listen. How the fuck are you mutuals with Fred Durst?
Because 2 years ago, I made a video with my Les Paul, and I was sitting there, and I don't remember what the fuck I said, but I said, no, it started out, there was a video on Tori's page. Tori made a video, and it was just me in the background. I'm like, I picked a chainsaw. What? And I was just like yelling in the background between like the splash of paprika. Yeah. And I was just in the background doing that. And then fucking Fred Durst got tagged in the video and duetted it. And,
okay, hold on. I'm gonna look this up because I gotta remember what my friend's band that he was in at one point.
But that was there. So that was, and then I made a video and I said something. Somebody said something to like, "Oh, Limp Bizkit isn't metal." I'm like, "It's new metal. It's literally
metal.
a fucking name.
It's rap
and
it's metal. It's right in that genre."
And I had my Les Paul in my hand and I played the and played that
like
thing
you're breaking shit.
Yeah, it was just one of those days, man. And I just fucking like
it's all about the he said, she said.
And then Fred just commented on it, and then he added me. Like I woke up one morning and I had a fucking notification said, "Say hi to Fred Durst. You're mutuals now." And I was like, "Holy shit!" I've only ever sent him one message ever, and it was he had posted something about being frustrated that he couldn't get verified. So I said, "Oh, dude, you just got to send a message to send an email to whatever it was, community@tiktok.com." And he wrote back, he's like, "Thanks, brother." And that was it. That's the majority of our DM interaction.
That is officially cooler than me being friends with the Epic Mealtime guy. That's all I gotta say.
But Harley
Morenstein?
Yeah. That guy's cool too, though.
Yeah, but I think Fred Durst is officially cooler than having a conversation with Harley.
Fred Durst he's fucking awesome.
But here's the thing.
First big man I saw, so
I'm a musician. I know a lot of people, and my thing is I don't ever like fangirl or fanboy out ever.
No.
I don't.
I do.
I've seen Joe do it with a mutual friend of ours.
Yeah, a mutual friend. Somebody I've been friends with for 15 fucking years is still one of my fucking heroes. And I idolize him like crarazy.
But here's the funny part though, is like, so I've met some really big celebrities, like, and I know some big celebrities, the MXPX guys. I know dudes in Tiger Army. I'm not going to name all the bands that I know.
Yeah, when I met Shane West, all I talked about was A Walk to Remember. I mean, come on.
Like, but to me, like, that's the thing is like when I talk to a lot of the musician friends that I know, like Jimothy, what music do you listen to other than country? What is your music genre that you listen to?
He's not even a country boy.
Dude, it's like my Spotify Wrapped last year. I think my number one was punk. And then it went down the list. It was like punk and fucking metal.
Okay.
And
Jim just
somehow Christian rock got on there, and I don't know how, but I think it's because of Anberlin. I think Anberlin fucked up my
Anberlin. Oh my
God.
I think that's what it was.
Well, let me ask you this, okay? Who's your favorite band?
Coheed and Cambria.
It would.
Okay.
My top three that like all in a rotation of if I don't know what to fucking listen to, I'm gonna go on Spotify and put on albums from either Coheed and Cambria, Seven Dust, or Tool. Like that.
Okay. So
where it rolls, or Blink-182. Like that's also in there.
Thank you.
Like those are my like biggest musical influences?
All right. So if you want to know how close I am to each of these bands, to so
it's the Kevin
basically
Bacon thing. You know how you're like 6
I'm-
degrees
Degrees
of
of separation here.
no, this
7
is no
degrees
joke.
of Stumpy.
Yeah. So with Blink-182, I am friends with Daniel, which is Travis Barker's drum tech. I've been friends with this dude for probably about 15 years.
Okay.
He used to run Orange County Drum Percussion, or OCDP, which is the drum company that Travis plays, which no longer exists. With Coheed, I am friends with the dudes in Thrice, who they've toured with multiple times. Tool, I am friends with people who are techs that used to be techs in either a Tool, Perfect Circle, and or I forget the other side project that
Lucifer?
Maynard had at one point, that have worked with Maynard in general. Maynard also has a winery in a town in Arizona called Jerome, which is about 15 minutes from my mom's house in Arizona. And he has actually met my family and actually knows people in my family because he's, So any other band you can think of, I will give you a direct, literally.
I saw
Garrett
a really
knows
good
everybody.
cover band, and I got to announce them of the Eagles the other night. So
The Eagles or the
just
Eagles?
It's Eagles. All right. It's Eagles.
Right.
I know.
Good.
I made fun of Tori for that. I was like, it's just Eagles and not the Eagles.
It is the
in the middle of the show.
I don't care who it is. It's the Eagles.
Oh, he was in the band Tonic.
Yeah.
My buddy Kevin was in the band Tonic, who then became New Horizon. They had like one big hit in the 90s. His name's Kevin Murphy, or AKA Big Right Foot on Instagram. He plays with I think that's who he plays with is it's John Purdy? No, sorry, it's Randy Houser.
Randy Houser, okay.
Yeah, that's Randy Houser. Yeah, that's who he plays with now. Yeah. Solid dude, very like legit. He's actually, yes. He's probably watching Bob's Burgers
I'm not watching anything. I'm just listening. Seriously, if you turn around, my freaking TV.
What are you staring at?
Whoa, that was such a smooth turn. Like, holy shit, that turn was so smooth.
Mark, I gotta give you many applause.
What do you have your fucking phone set up on? That was so smooth.
Allison bought me a stand for Christmas.
I know, but that turn was just so smooth. Like, I can't make that.
He was like, fuck you guys. Look.
I can't make that turn ever that smooth, ever.
Like, seriously, my TV is not on. I'm straight up just listening to you guys.
We're just giving you shit.
I know, but you guys always
comic relief.
Anyway, so that's my buddy Kevin, okay? My Nashville guy. I know also a lot of other people in Nashville as well. So I know a lot of the country guys, and I know, like, my thing is I'm just a musician, but I'm also like a person that I nerd out, which Joe knows. Which they've jokingly said that they think that I'm on the spectrum, because I know so much shit about shit that makes no sense why I should know what I know, but I know it, and it makes no sense why I know it.
Are you really good at fucking trivia nights?
Yes.
Oh my god. So
I've literally no joke. I have literally I've been to a bar, and I have told the bartender. I literally went up, and they were doing a trivia night, and I literally had a crisp $100 bill, and I went to the bartender. I said, "I bet you anything, I will be number one tonight." The bartender goes, "Well, how much you want to bet?" And I slammed the $100 bill on the bar, and I said, "This $100, if you have $100 on you, I will take your money." Bartender said, "No, you won't." And went, "Are you sure about that?" And he goes, "I'm 100% sure." And he slammed a $100 bill on that table or on the bar. And I looked at the other bartender and I went, "Here's $200. Hold this until the end of the trivia." Guess what the trivia was?
Music
trivia.
It was music.
The fact that Garrett knew the bass player of Limp Bizkit blew my fucking mind. Like he knew the name and where he fucking came from, and I was like, "Shit, I can never."
And
talk about
also,
music.
don't forget, I also know who their DJ was and what band he came from.
Well, okay, DJ Lethal, obviously he's the easy one.
And also the drummer, John Otto.
Okay, John. Okay, yeah, you know a lot of shit about you. Who knows a bass player? Whoever knows a
Sam
bass
Rivers.
player? From. Wait, why does that name sound really, really familiar? I have to see his face.
On it.
I'm one of those. Not Old Man River.
Old Man River.
Old Man River.
I have to see like people's faces to know what band they're in. And I'm not gonna be one of those where I'm gonna like Google it right now because I'm not gonna do that. Just to cheat.
Joe, where'd you get that video of us shotgunning? Was it in your memories?
Dude, I had to search through your Instagram for that one.
And I love how Joe is drinking a Rainier.
Oh, that was the agreement.
We planned it.
Well, okay,
Hey,
but who?
No,
Okay, who's Jim Rivers?
Sam Rivers. Wait,
Sam
hold on,
Rivers.
Sam Rivers. What? Oh, you're talking about? Oh, you're
Bass
talking
player
about
for Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, and my brain literally. Yeah,
Brain
you know
went to
what's
Jim.
funny about that dude? By the way, he's
What?
actually the only constant member in that band.
Aside from Fred Durst.
Fred Durst, but Fred Durst is technically not the original member of Limp Bizkit.
Fuck.
So
I don't want to
they-
know that version of Limp Bizkit.
And
They-
now, the most important question ever asked.
Your ass off. Hey, Jimothy.
That was a leeway. That was such a good
That was very clever.
All right. I'm gonna ask it this time.
Okay.
All right.
When can I ask it?
You know what? You know what?
Go ahead, Mark. It's
Marquitos.
your time to shine.
No, you go. I don't care.
Nope. You go ahead, Mark. This is
No.
all you.
Go ahead.
You, Mark. You introduce it. Come on, you want to do it? Go for it.
No.
You want to do it? You want to do it? You want to do
No.
it? I'll start it over.
And now, the most important question ever asked.
All right, Mark.
What is it? Who is it hotter, Ryan Reynolds or Jason Momoa?
This is for Jimothy.
It's for me.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Okay.
Hotter also means personality.
Oh, obviously.
Personality-wise. Now, okay. It's Jason Momoa now and Ryan Reynolds now. Personally, I'm more of a two guys, a girl, and a pizza place. Ryan
I was
Reynolds.
about to say that.
Why did it disappear? Okay.
Now, or you can do Jason Momoa in
I like
oh
Khal
God,
Drogo
what's that soap opera?
Fucking like I
Yeah.
just
Okay. But it's your choice. We already have a ranking, so you know what? I'm not going
I
to.
have a tally up on my wall, so.
Yeah.
this is just such an unfair question. Why do I have to choose?
And I used the worst
You
picture of
have
Jason
to
Momoa.
choose.
That's a fucked up thing. I used Aquaman Jason Momoa instead of Jason Momoa as Jason Momoa.
But that's,
like-
but that's what every woman sees Jason Momoa as. Like they've never seen the biker movie he was in. They've never seen the prison movie he was in. They've never seen him play in oh God, what was that other movie he did?
You know way more than I do. Holy shit.
Like he was also in a romantic comedy as himself, but it doesn't look as great. Okay, anyways, it is your choice, Jimothy.
I'm gonna go based on this fact. I've seen Jason Momoa without a beard, and it's nothing to write home about. Ryan Reynolds, I don't know that I've ever seen him. I mean, he's had a beard in a couple of things.
Yeah.
but he's still just a handsome, like a hunk of butter without it. And they do say the beards are, it's catfishing for men, and I agree because I am a fucking turd underneath all of this.
Why do you think I have a mustache?
You have to. We gotta hide what's underneath.
This is our makeup. Beard. My beard was as long as Joe's and Mark's not too long ago.
It was a pretty good beard.
But I also compete in mustache for charity events. So I grow this for charity. I don't grow this just for fun.
Okay. That's why, which was why I'm gonna go with Ryan Reynolds, because he looks good underneath.
Yes!
And you add the beard to it, it's just going to enhance it even more.
Where's my pen?
It's gonna be Ryan Reynolds.
Am I the only one that said Jason?
Yeah,
No.
You said Jason Momoa.
Well, of us, yes.
Yeah. So
I'm the only one.
Jason Momoa, even as Aquaman, who just came out of the ocean, still looks unwashed.
Where the fuck is my pen?
He's just an oily. But here's my thing the reason why I voted for Ryan Reynolds, for one reason only. He is the only person that Betty White, bless her soul, rest in peace, the only queen that we've ever had, has ever called a son of a bitch to his face, and he literally lost his shit. No, this is a true story. He did an interview where she was not joking. She straight up was like, "You're a son of a bitch." And he laughed, and she's like, "I'm being serious." And that is the only time anybody has ever heard her be 100% honest about an actor, and it was to Ryan Reynolds. So I will take that. Like, the fact that Betty White called him a son of a bitch is, and he's Canadian.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at 16 for Ryan Reynolds and 11 for Jason Momoa, including the people on TikTok that I have asked.
All right. So we have one more question for you because we're almost at our mark.
Okay.
Mark.
I will ask this, and that was a good pun for the mark.
Mark.
Yeah. Will you run the will you run it for me there, Joe?
Which one?
It's a question that we ask every guest.
That was the Jason Momoa and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, no. I'm talking about...
I don't have it saved up here. I don't have it linked up. I don't have the video.
That's why I'm giving you opportunity right now
God
to do it. I'm stalling on purpose.
Are you talking about...
Yep. You already know what I'm talking about.
The too much information one? It's the too much information question.
All right. So we ask every guest this question. I'm not going to embarrass Mark for this. I'm going to ask you this.
Okay.
It's a two-parter. No pun intended. I'm going to ask it in one sentence. But it's a two-parter. Do you get my drift?
One question with two parts.
Yeah.
Is it what is X and Y?
No, that's a really shitty question.
All right.
Are you ready for this?
Ready.
Okay. Do you, when you do the do, I'm literally just stretching.
I'm gonna mute my mic because I can't fucking hold it.
Why did it take me so long to fucking realize this? God, I'm dumb.
Wow. It took you that long, Mark?
Shut up.
All right. It's a two-parter. So when you're going to the bathroom, you're taking a number 2. How do you wipe? And I say this as an end because this is still technically a question. Do you stand, hover, or squat?
I do a weird thing.
Oh fuck!
I do this thing where like.
But hold on. But wait.
Like forward counts.
I'll let you finish.
Hold on. I'm not finished.
Okay.
It's how you wipe.
Oh God.
This whole thing is a weird thing. But you asked me the question, and you're going to get an answer right now.
I'm ready.
So what I do is, because I am right-hand dominant. I'm a right-handed person.
Yeah.
Everything is done with my right hand except for masturbating and wiping my butt. Those are
Whoa,
the only two things.
You wipe with left hand?
I
I'm a
left-hand
lefty.
wipe
Whoa!
because my arm is longer than my
Okay.
right arm. I got hit by a car, dislocated the shoulder at 9, stunted the growth.
Hey.
Left-handed wiping. So what I do is I give it a get the toilet paper, and I go from the front, and I kind of wedge my arm down on the seat, and then we go from the back to the front, never touching anything else.
Yes!
We are back to the front, and we are going in the crevasse, coming out and getting extra.
Okay.
clean.
Thank you.
Now, so you squat and back to front. Okay,
It
so
is-
that's
It's a half sitting, half standing. It's like an in-between Z.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. So that's 3 out of 4 of us. So I
Thank
get it.
you, because I take my right hand, I go from the back to the front, but I also go from I lift up everything. I'm still sitting, and I go from the back to the front underneath. And I'm an obsessive wiper. I also use baby wipes, but people give me so much shit about the back to the front. I don't get shit. I don't get poop on my balls. I don't
get poop on my balls.
I do a scoop inside the beehole, and it's
Okay,
It's an
but
excavation.
here-
It's just
All right. Well, here's a follow-up to that question.
whoa.
Are you a folder or are you a crumper?
Ooh.
it's you take the toilet paper and you fold it a couple of times, just enough so that the finger doesn't break through.
Are
and
you
make
a
penetration.
rapper? You rap?
I wrap it.
bro?
I wrap it around my hand, but then I pull my hand out of the outside of it, and then I have the
So
folded
your
layers.
your thumb's on the inside, and then your
See,
fingers.
I'm a crumper though.
You're
I
a crumper.
take 3, maybe 4 sheets and fold them, and then I go.
I pull a big line of toilet paper off of the thing, and then we.
Oh, you
wrap it up,
recycle!
and then no. I wipe once and then drop it in the toilet. Like I'm not
okay.
like gonna fold it up and then.
Oh, I thought
re-wipe
you were
the
saying you
butthole.
wipe it and then you fold it again.
No, it's we pull a few strips off of the roll, and then it comes
Wait.
off, and then we wrap it around
the
the hand.
fact
and
that
we
you have a
pull out,
sock
and then-
ready to go as an
It's-
example is fucking weird.
Hold on, Joe.
This is for something else.
Hold on, Joe. What is wrong with somebody folding, wiping, and then folding over and re-wiping?
I don't know that for some reason because I feel like what if the toilet paper rips? You're just putting shit on your butt.
Listen,
What? But
that's
then
not
you
that's not a first wipe move. That is you might be at the last wipe, and then you're gonna fold it over, because if you wipe and you're clean, you fold it over, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna get one last touch up and done.
that is an exceptional thing. I've never done it, but that is exceptional.
No,
Can I-
mine is
okay.
like go in, you fold it up, go in,
That's not a fold.
drop it.
No, that's a crumple.
That's a
That's
lot.
But do you
Well,
guys do
he
like
also-
the peak? Do you like
he-
do the peak between your legs and just go?
But Mark already said he's a crumper. He's not a folder.
Yeah, I already said that.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
that's
gross.
so okay. So, have you ever Here's the thing though, and this is something that I've asked. I don't know if you've ever I've toured the country and everything, and I as a touring musician. I also used to work at the airport.
Are you eating pudding, Joe?
No, it's the rest of the cheese. Don't worry about me, all right?
Just just
You know what?
You're
Don't
good,
even worry about me. Don't even.
I'm asking a very important I'm asking a very important question. All right. Here's my in Joe. Oh, he disappeared. I was gonna tell him to.
Sorry. I'm
Joe,
still here.
Can you focus only on Jimothy for this question?
Okay, I got this.
Just to him. All right. When you go on vacation, this is me asking just from another person to person. How comfortable are you using the restroom? Not as a number 1, but as a number 2 in public restrooms. How comfortable are you? And it's a 2-parter, no pun intended. Does it have to be in a stall or a family bathroom?
I will shit anywhere. Comfortable. It depends on how clean it is. If it is like a dirty, nasty one,
Do you put the toilet paper or the thing around the toilet just so you make sure you don't get crabs?
Oh,
if it has wraps, if it does have the toilet seat covers, I'm going to roll off a lot of toilet paper, enough that if I wipe the seat and there is any moisture, I'm going to spit on it first to get my own cleansing
So your
lubricant
germs
down.
and their germs. Got it.
Exactly. I'm canceling them out with my own. And then I'll wipe that down. I'll pull a bunch of toilet paper out of the thing so that it is crumpled and watered up. I'll make a little foot mop on the floor with it just in case there's anything there.
Okay.
Then I will, if they don't have the seat covers, I'll roll off a bunch of toilet paper, fold it up into a long strip so that it sits on one side of the seat, more on the other, and then one on the back side, and then I'll go. And that is pretty much only if it's like a bathroom that there's not a lot of people in. If it's a busy bathroom, I'm not going at all.
Okay.
I'll hold it.
Here's a follow-up question. It's also, no pun intended, a two-parter. Okay. Of it, when they do have seat covers, do you know how to do it properly? And B, when you sit down, do you have to like adjust yourself to spread the cheeks, or do you just sit?
I mean, I guess it depends on the seat cover. What would properly be? I would just put it on the.
I can tell you the proper way of doing it, but go ahead.
I may not be doing the proper thing as possible.
I'll explain.
I didn't know there was, because there's just the usually the ones that I get are like the tissue paper, like the very thin ones that are honestly don't do anything except make me feel better, even though I know they're doing nothing.
It's like a really thin condom. I get it.
Yeah. And that is there, and no, the cheeks will be it'll be one side, it'll be wedged open, and then the other side pulled over. So as we sit, we've got a wide open spot, so we've got less debris and impact happening, so that way we can get in and out quicker.
What we talked about earlier before we went live, so giving yourself a butt mullet. Do yourself when you are you an excessive wiper? I know this is going. We're literally making this trail on way
too much information questions. So
sometimes it has to. It's like cleaning peanut butter out of a shag carpet. Sometimes.
You bleed when you wipe.
Okay, but is it chunky peanut butter or smooth peanut butter?
Depends on what I ate. It could be either brand.
Here's something that
mix last night.
There's something they never teach you about eating less meat. It is not just a one wipe and you're done sort of situation. It's a multiple wipe sort of. It is, and unfortunately, vegans and vegetarians don't talk about it.
It's horrible when it was vegan.
Here's the question that I got for you that I always ask. I go through so much toilet paper, it's fucking ridiculous. All right, so I ask every touring musician this, but you're not a touring musician, but someone who's been on vacation. Where is your favorite place to take a dump?
Weed, California.
Just period in the world?
That isn't home.
Well,
right now, honestly,
other than your house.
I don't even like my toilet here. My toilet seat's broken here. We gotta fix it. It's this one is not even like it's not.
I got a story to tell you about that. It's fucking hilarious.
My current favorite is the men's bathroom at my 40-hour week office job because it's got a heated seat and a bidet and then the air dryer, like all of that built in with the remote control. So that is my number one favorite. What it is we had an executive, our vice chairman was in there, and he got the toilet removed in his personal bathroom in his office, and he didn't want to just throw it away, so he put it in the men's room. So
what kind of rich shit is that? Like, where do you work? Besides radio, are you doing like some crazy ass job that you are like rich as balls?
No,
are you fucking
but I like.
Do you work for like Elon Musk or some shit that you get like this fancy ass bathroom?
I wish. That's the only nice thing that we get there. And occasionally they buy us Papa John's to show their appreciation.
It's Papa John's, okay.
Okay.
They come with that.
We won't even get into the corporate pizza, the pizza party bullshit. But here's the thing. Here's the thing though. How many stalls are in the men's restroom?
We have one.
So a urinal and a stall, or
it's 2 urinals, 1 stall.
Okay, so here, so you said it's heated, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
What the
So
fuck?
I think I'm weird about this, but it grosses me out. And Mark's leaving. It grosses me out when I sit on a warm toilet seat.
It used to before they put this in. When it was just the analog toilet, that was a terrible feeling. Sitting on a warm toilet seat, you're like, oh.
Here's my thing though. I've toured the country. I've done done the whole thing. Now, going back to the paper thing with there's instructions when you actually look at it. There's instructions how to do it properly. Everybody does it wrong because they think that the flap needs to be on the opposite side. It's actually the other way around.
So the flap would go in the front, like where your balls would be?
The flap goes in the front.
Yeah.
Because when it flushes, it's going to go with the actual flow of the toilet.
No. It's shaped that it goes to the back.
But no, it's mainly to be actually in the front. It actually goes in the front. So when it lays down, that big opening goes in the actual neck of the toilet. You can disagree with me all you want until you.
I've never heard it go on the front. I've never heard that go on the front.
So like this part
that's
where
it's actually the proper
U-shaped thing. The U-shaped thing shouldn't be sitting on like matching the shape of the toilet. It should be like opposite.
But no, because it's U-shaped, so there's an opening that your butthole or your butt crack is going to sit at the open area.
Yeah, your butt cheek's going to hit that cold ceramic.
No, you never do.
Well, okay. What kind of paper ass gaskets are you using? Because the ones I have, you push the thing down.
No, they're always full. They're full circle.
Not the ones I've seen.
All the ones I see are like
they're always full circle. Hold on. They're always full. Hold on, I gotta get in. There we go. Full circle, and then they have the middle part. The middle part, the flap goes in the toilet so when you do it backwards and the flap is like this, it's not going to suction down into the toilet. It is made to where it flows with the toilet. No pun intended.
Looking this up right now, literally looking this up.
Look it up
now because I don't know. I don't believe this shit. But
Joe, how many times have I stumped you?
I know, but I don't actually use.
How many times have I been like?
Way too many fucking times. But this is one of those ones that just fucks me up.
Hey, Jimothy, wait till you realize that I've actually just stumped him. That's why they really call me Stump.
I see. I'm looking at a picture of 50 disposable toilet seat covers, and it's a solid thing. So it's just a hole. It's not like the U-shaped ones. I've never seen one like this. This is just like a piece of paper with like that looks like a punch out of the middle of it.
It's the full thing, and then you have.
Oh my god!
You're welcome, Joe.
I found it. I fucking found it. Holy, but no, it shows it. The picture literally shows it going to the back side though.
Is in the front.
It goes to the back.
The front.
Bitch.
No, it's the front. It's literally the ones that have the U-shaped with the thing in the middle. You put that into the toilet as reverse as you're placing it on the toilet. You don't. Your butt crack does not ever.
Oh,
touch
there it is. There it is. There's one.
Toilet.
There is.
I
Holy
see
shit!
one.
You're right. There's more pictures. There is more pictures of it going to the front. Wow.
I told you.
Yeah.
Wow. Way to fuck.
They do not call me Stump for a reason, Joe. Hey, Mark, how you doing over there?
See,
How's your Rainier?
Okay.
I'm good. I'm on Rainier 3 with 1 shot of whiskey.
This was fun. Oh, I'm on 2 shots of whiskey and PBR number 9.
Oh shit! Mark has 4. Jimothy, how many beers are you?
I'm
deep?
on. This is my 3rd or 4th. I don't know.
You know what? We're not here to. Here's the thing. We like to drink beer and bullshit. We like. Oh, okay. So I really want to do this before we get too long into the podcast, but I really want to. Earlier we talked about your paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
Now, okay, I know Tori was really not into it, and I'm sorry. I had to be an asshole about it and be like, hey, well, if you're not into this, you got to be into that, like that whole thing, right? Because the skepticism bullshit always, like, I'm one of those where, like, I'm also one of those, if I don't see it in front of me, it doesn't exist as well.
No, Tori already made a TikTok saying that you're an asshole. Don't worry about it.
She did?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God, I was hoping. Anyway,
It was a joke.
so my thing is I grew up in a house that was haunted, and we knew the story of the girl who lived in the house where I lived and everything. So I kind of know that whole thing, right? Now, have you been to somewhere that's been like been proven to be haunted, or have you been somewhere that, like, you've seen something and it kind of was, you were kind of skeptical at first, or how did you get into that? That kind of is something I want to talk about.
Where I grew up was rural Kentucky, and
Okay.
it was kind of a thing where I would always hear what sounded like a baby crying behind the woods, in the woods right behind my house.
No, that's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, it was always, I'm like, where the fuck is this baby?
Okay.
I mean, I didn't say fuck. I was like, where's this little baby?
No,
And it could have been like a coyote or a fox or something, but I would hear.
There's always something behind it. Yeah.
I would hear that just all the time. There would always be something in the woods, and it literally sounded like a baby that was crying out there.
But was there a specific time it would always happen?
I was like 7. I don't.
But that's what I'm saying.
It would be during the daytime. It would be during the daytime when I was out there. So it wasn't like it was a nighttime thing and that it was just scaring me. It would be while I was out in the backyard playing, and I would hear what sounded like a baby out there crying.
So it could have been a bird, because in that area there is birds that do give off that actually sound like will mimic babies and or sirens.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is not and I'm not disproving what you've heard.
It's one of those things that, like, there are a million explanations for it, and I never saw any proof. I never went out in the woods looking for what it was, but it was like
7.
Yeah, it was just one of those, like, weird things that would happen there. But
I love those big collars. I'm sorry, Joe, but those collars are fucking amazing.
That is
Joe,
swag.
that's a picture I have whenever you text me.
Yeah. All right. So anyways, so this is in the 90s.
Yeah, this is like 91, 92. And we lived in like a trailer. It was like a double wide trailer.
Me too.
So we were there. I would have the lights would turn off on me, or it would turn on and off on its own, like literally the switch. It wasn't even like a power thing.
I would see the switch.
Yeah, I was brushing my teeth one day, and the light turned off.
Wait, hold on,
while
real
I was
quick.
doing it.
What color was your bathroom?
It was like early 90s, late 80s. It was like all just like that brown cream color.
Okay, so real quick, I grew up as in a trailer park in the early 90s, late 80s. I'm a little bit older, about a year older than you.
I'm August 85, so
I'm October of 84.
There we go.
Woo!
So,
84's
our bathroom was white and olive. The tub was olive, and the sink and toilet was olive.
Like that drab, just
it was fucking gross, but it was awesome. It was a single wide. I grew up in a single wide and a double wide. So I grew up also in a place called Roosevelt Trailer Park, which is, and Joe's looking it up right now because he doesn't believe me. It's in Roosevelt Lake in Globe, Arizona, where most of the mobsters would throw the dead bodies. Anyways, go on. I want to know more about the light switch and shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, but like one of my earliest ones was that I was brushing my teeth, and the switch just went out on me, and I flipped it back on, and I just kept brushing my teeth, and then it would turn back off. And it wasn't like it was like a really heavy switch and it was like worn out or anything. There was nothing there. It kept turning off on me. And I remember thinking, like, this is strange.
would it make a click noise?
It was, yeah, it wasn't the kind that was like the easy one. It was like the harder to press click ones.
So okay, so real quick, so that was your first memory.
That's that and my bed constantly shaking sometimes at night. Like I would get this really oppressive feeling, and like my bed would start to shake. But it wasn't me being like afraid or anything. It was more of like a
hold on.
What the fuck is going on?
I had that same thing as a kid, but I had trains that went underneath my house. Did you have train tunnels underneath?
No,
I was
no trains nearby. Nothing.
I was about to ask. So where I grew up, we had trucks, semis constantly going by, so would shake the trailer. So that could have been, but I'm not disproving what you said.
Yeah, it's a rural area. There weren't like the roads were too curvy and narrow for like semis and dump trucks, things like that. So there wasn't really a whole lot of traffic on it, especially at night. It was even deader.
Yeah,
like, it was out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Got it. So that's how you grew up in the 90s, and then you ended up like basically that was your first sort of thing. When was the first time that you yourself have actually seen something like you could not explain?
Her name was Erin, and she was a bitch. Let me just say that.
Man. Oh, I can explain that.
That was Joe.
Mine was a ghost named Erin in a basement.
Mine was it. As far as seeing something, let's see. I one of my very first when I was like 19, my great grandmother had died, and this is and she had basically raised me, and this wasn't a thing that I saw, but it was, you know how in like a hallway you can hear somebody walking down the hall or walking to the steps, you know who that is, you know their footsteps, you know that cadence. That was my great grandmother. You know, she was 84 and she had just this very slow shuffle, and she passed away in April 2005. And there was a night I had gotten off of work. I was 19. I got off at like 4 a.m. I came home, messed around on MySpace, LiveJournal, whatever, probably both, AOL Instant Messenger. It was like 5:30 in the morning, and I go to bed, and it's storming outside. There's like a thunderstorm going on, and she would always come check on me in the night. And every time she would open up the door, she would just look in, make sure that I was there, I was asleep, I was okay, and then she would go back. That was like just her thing. Every time she would always check on people in the middle of the night, because she would wake up, get a glass of water, go to the bathroom, check on everybody, and go to bed. So
I love your figure up on now.
Is that what kind of what? So I'm gonna make this short because we don't have much time left. Yeah, but is that what really got you into basically want to do the paranormal stuff, or is that what really kind of intrigued you into it?
That was kind of one of the first things that I was like, I know that this fucking happened. My grandma's been dead for 3 months. I heard her walk down the hall and open my door, and I said, I'm all right, and my door closed back.
I've actually had an experience like that. Long story short, the reason, and I'm not being pun on this, Joe. The reason why I have these 3 stars tattooed on my fingers. I had a friend who had passed away when I was in high school. She was my best friend, and I had woken up, and a friend of mine had woken me up, and I could not hear anything. Now, I don't know if you know anything about sleep paralysis and stuff like that, but it's not always about when your body falls asleep, you fall asleep from your feet first up until your brain. And scientifically proven, that's why most people, when they start to fall asleep, they get paralyzed. That's about 95% of the people. I'm going to make this quick.
Holy shit, anyway. I just started rolling away. Sorry, guys.
You're good.
The angle of my garage fucking took me over. Sorry.
So, but anyways, he had woken me up. I could not hear anything he said. I knew what he was saying. I understood what he was saying. I knew he was there to wake me up, and we were going to hang out later in the day. I knew that's what he was there for. This was like 2004. So cell phones, we literally had the bricks sort of deal, right? Well, later in the day, my brother had taken me. I lived in a small town in Arizona. My brother had taken me to Phoenix, and my brother just wanted to spend the day with me, which was a little odd. I love my brother to death. He's one of my favorite brothers. I'm one of 10 siblings. But on the way back, he got a phone call from my mom, and he started asking me questions about a specific friend that he has never met, which I thought was a little odd because of the fact that the morning earlier I don't know if you've ever seen, have you ever seen the movie Frighteners?
Yes. It's been a long time, but I have seen it.
I don't know why I just disappeared for a second. So there's a scene where like you see kind of they go through the house, kind of like they're floating through the house. Or like Casper, when Casper's like flying through the. Anyways,
yeah.
It's basically like a drone version of someone flying through the house, right? And why do I keep disappearing? I don't know. Joe, what are you doing?
I'm not touching a fucking thing. Your phone must be fucked up.
I don't know why I keep disappearing. My Wi-Fi is perfect.
Oh, nope.
Fucking Bill Gates. Anyways, am I?
Yeah, you're good now.
Anyways, so long story short with it, I'm even going longer than I should have. I saw her, my friend who had passed away that day. I saw her basically walk from my front door into my bedroom. I actually saw my bedroom door open, just like you said. I had seen her face and said good morning to her, rolled back over, and my door closed. Now, I was a teenage boy. I had a lock on my door. There's no way from the outside of that door that you could unlock that door. Right? Well, that day she passed away. Basically, I was the last person to see her live with her parents. This is a reason why I got the 3 stars done on my fingers, is because she wanted to get them done on her wrist. I could not get. I have a plan for this arm, so I could not get the 3 stars tattooed on my wrist.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the friends that she was with started to get the 3 stars. Her nickname was Star. It's a whole thing. But basically, that's not the. I've been into paranormal with the whole thing too. I'm not going to disprove anybody who hasn't seen it. I'm not trying to argue anybody who hasn't seen it and anything like that. So I understand that stuff.
Yeah.
But my thing is I've seen some weird shit happen. I know Joe. Whoa. That was weird. Yeah. That's. Long story short, basically, I think we need to cut it. But
long story short.
So where are the places that people can find you to get more information on you, yourself, all of your social medias, from your TikToks to your all that stuff? Where can they find you?
The best place to find me is at Jimothy Beard on TikTok. You can get me on Twitter. I am at Jimothy Strange or at Jimmy on the Air. Either one they're both considered my main. The Jimothy Strange one is more of my paranormal one. That's where I follow all like the real weirdos and stuff, like all my favorite shit. And then other than that, Instagram is at Jimmy Nips, KNIPPS. The K is silent, at Jimmy Nips.
Where did the nips come from? Let me just ask where the nips.
That's a whole story too. I'll make it as quick as I can, but I came up with a list of stupid ass names when I was in high school, like Bo Nur and Papa Wood. And then I got lazy toward the end and I just wrote Jim Nipples. Seriously, because it was stupid. And then one day I came in and everybody called me Jimmy K because my middle name. And I went in and it was a cold morning and I had on a blue shirt and I had a hard nip. And my buddy goes, looks like you're Jim Nipples today. And then it kind of stuck. They all called me Jimmy Nips, Jimmy Nips. So then one of my friends, the one day I said to him, it was like 3 or 4 years later, we were hanging out at the park. He said something ridiculous. And I called him by his first, middle, and last name. I was like, how could you? And then he says to me, he goes, James Nips. And I was like, hold up. Do you really think my middle name is Nips? And he's like, is it not? And I said, dude, my middle name starts with a K. I'm like, everybody, that's what my initials
That is.
are. And he goes, I thought the K was silent. So I was like, it is now. So from then on,
Nipples can start
Jimmy.
with K.
Then it was Jimmy Nips, K-N-I-P-P-S.
Let me just say, okay, we were having we have our Instagram and our text message chat. So I sent the link today, and automatically Garrett goes boner, and I was like, for some reason, I just started laughing my ass off because I don't know if you noticed with the link that I sent, the slash was SEX, and I thought that was your reference to the.
Is that not on purpose? Is that like a randomized link?
That's a randomized link, and it was. Just
I see. Just knowing you, I assued that was something you just came up with.
It just randomly came out, and I thought it was noticed that like boner. Well, that was
no.
guys.
This is weird because this is that weird paranormal thing. I normally don't do that shit, but I literally was like boner. That's fucking weird.
Synchronicity, man. That's what that is.
Like that kind of it is. But you know what though, too though, like we definitely gotta have more. We gotta have you back on again. To really talk about your paranormal.
Investigations, experiences, like in this house alone over the last 2 years. I'm happy to talk about any.
I might just start sending Jimmy the fucking link every week. Said if you want,
that's what you say about everybody.
I know exactly. There's two people now. Is Beard Laws I send the link to, or I did it tonight, but I will send Beard Laws the link, and then I'll send Jimothy the link. And if he wants to just show up and just be like, guys, I saw
you said about BK.
No, yeah, but we'll get BK back on as a guest. I'm just talking about if okay. So Jimothy, so basically, real quick, so. Yeah. So real quick, so your TikToks, I kind of did a thing. I kind of researched your TikToks. I gotta say, you got a lot of followers. You've got a million, sort of. You got what 4.9
million likes. I'm like 10,000 likes away from having it roll over to actually say 5 million. That's where I'm
Tori Phantom.
That's amazing.
100%. That's all getting a rub from Tori Phantom.
Real quick, so I'm Marquitos. I just recently changed my name on TikTok to Let Me Drums. With it, I like I said earlier about the whole stump thing, and of course everybody knows this guy over here. It's Joe Myers 86.
I'm the guy that clout chases. Thanks, Beer Bong John, for that one.
But you know what? We're gonna end the night on a good note, and I want to cheers to each of you guys. I hope you guys have a good night. I want to say thank you, Jimothy, for being on tonight. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, thank you, Jimothy, for just messaging me like, "Can I just be a silly goose?" Like,
you know what?
That's a quote. Jimothy was already a guy that I wanted to talk to as it is, but Jimothy just messaged me the other day and goes, "Can I just be a guest and be a silly goose?" Literally, his fucking words. I'm like, yes.
We gotta talk about the silly goose stuff.
Like, we need. What would you say is that we need to have this silly goose on our?
Oh yeah, no, he's just like he just wants to hop on to be a silly goose, and he wasn't that silly tonight. I'm just gonna say he wasn't that silly.
We didn't really get into a lot of it. You know what though? But that's actually a good thing.
Silly shit. We could get into silly shit.
Oh, I got plenty of silly goosatries like hidden like up this sleeve right here.
Goosatries.
You know what, Jimothy? We will have a part 2. When we have the part 2, we will dive more into your TikToks.
And I want to hear more of your dad jokes. Oh, we need to get Kevin on for the dad jokes. We need to have a dad joke off.
Even though, like, only me and you are the only dads on.
Yeah, but you got to know. You got to know. Animal is a fucking. He's a pro at dad jokes.
Well, me and him, every time we talk, it's always puns and puns only.
Well, yeah, you put the pun in punk rock. I think him and Jimothy needs to fucking just go at it.
I would love. We need to have a pun corner.
It is happening. It is happening. I am setting it up. Whenever Jimothy has his open availability, we are setting it up for another Wednesday.
I'm in.
Deal.
All right, gentlemen.
That was
I'm
fun.
calling it. Joe, Mark,
ready to hit the outro?
Jimothy, thank you for tonight.
I'm gonna hit the outro.
Joe.
You guys don't have to leave yet, but I'm gonna hit the outro.
The voices inside my head, don't shotgun.